Back once again, AD on the radio.
Flitter, it's you and the senorita. Woofer blowing up the tweeter, cause it's me up in the speaker. Knocking the mama seat top down like a player. And the sound up in your ears, it is the dopest rhyme. Say I run a game like a cheater.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! It's Thanksgiving. Where are we, Funkhouser? We're at work.
Yeah, everybody's out there chopping or eating. Probably at this point they're sleeping.
Yeah. I kind of feel like
coma.
I'm sleeping right now. I kind of feel like I'm sleepy right now. What'd you do for your Thanksgiving? How was it? Did you have yummy turkey and palpable tension between you and the relatives you secretly despise but put up with twice a year during the holidays? Did you?
Yeah,
Was it gravy? Was it delicious?
We had, tofurkey, and that was an educational experience. Ask my stomach later how that's doing. I didn't get the turkey coma because, it's different. But it was
so
good.
wait a second. In deference to Canadian Jane, hey, you know what I'm not giving thanks for? I'm not giving thanks for this Thanksgiving? Not giving thanks for the engineers having fixed the mystery bing bongs that come from the computer in this room. Did that one go out over the air?
Yeah, man. I just heard it, man. Didn't even know what that was going on, man.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. But so hold on. Are you telling me that in deference to Canadian Jane, the vegan, that you are currently, you get to see her naked on a regular basis, and in exchange for getting to see her naked and the companionship she provides, you did not eat turkey. You went the tofurkey route for Thanksgiving. You forego the delicious treats associated with a meat-eating carnivorous Thanksgiving this year?
Yeah. I kind of feel like, Thanksgiving didn't happen. It was just some weird anti-holiday, Where's my bird?
After having eaten tofurkey, do you feel less thankful?
I feel more sprouty. I just feel the same kind of thankful, but a little bit. I saved a bird's life this year.
Oh, there you go. There's that. Yeah, I suppose there's that. Do you? Tofurkey just no good. No good.
Yeah, I liked it. Sure, it's just different. It's a different experience. It's like going to a different theme park. Going on a different roller coaster that reminds you of another roller coaster, but it's a different roller coaster. So you're like, man, I can eat this roller coaster.
But it's sort of slower, not as good, yet still makes you throw up. Interesting.
Yeah.
Only because, the last time I had tofurkey was years ago, and I was vegan, and straight up, it was not good. And I didn't understand how they could get it so egregiously wrong. Tofurkey, I would have thought that would have been an easy one, because as a vegan, if you went to there used to be this health food store in New York that I used to go to on a regular basis called Rising Tide, and they had all these sort of vegan options. It was like going to a place where you could get sandwiches, but everything was vegan, including the vegan turkey with the vegan mayonnaise and the vegan, the lettuce was always vegan, I suppose, but the vegan turkey sandwiches were really good. The vegan cheese and the vegan turkey tasted vaguely like cheese and turkey. So I thought when I had a tofurkey that it would be freaking delicious the way my vegan turkey sandwiches were back in the day. No, it was not good. I don't understand how you can get one form of fake turkey so right and the other form of turkey so wrong. But I got to try a tofurkey again, see if it's improved at all.
On this day of thanks, why you got to hate on the anti-opposite bird?
Yeah, I don't hate on anything. Look, here we are, celebrating our founding fathers, having made it through a desperately cold winter where they thought their goose was cooked, literally and metaphorically. They thought their goose was cooked, and they made it through a cold, freezing winter with the help of Native Americans, and, they celebrated having made it through the cold, freezing winter with the help of Native Americans by having them over for an enormous big meal, and then to further their thanks to the Native Americans, giving them a bunch of funny-smelling blankets. They're like, So, yeah, thing about Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving means family. And If you are out there, if you are doing your thing, please, 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 if you're driving, don't drink, and if you drink, don't drive. Look, the way people deal with the yummy turkey and palpable tension between the relatives that they secretly despise but put up with twice a year, a lot of people are drinking heavily, a lot of people self-medicating through awkward family situations over the holidays, and that's understandable, but please don't get behind the wheel of a car when you're having problems dealing with your family, as Megan Gailey, the comedian, did.
People hear Indiana and they automatically think sort of racist hillbillies. That's not my family. They're very open-minded. My dad works for a Pakistani company, or as my mom calls it, a Pakistani company. I'm 100% Irish. Yeah, a lot of potato famine survivors here tonight. My dad is a drunk, obviously. Like, why would I be here? You know? Something went wrong. He's such a good drunk. He's successfully avoided going to rehab for 30 years based solely on bribing us with presents. Like, that's it. That's all it takes for any of us to forget. Like, every year on Christmas, they have those car commercials, and someone gets a brand new Mercedes with, like, a big red bow on top of it. I'm always like, oh, their dad's a drunk, too. He'll be like, I love your earrings. I'm like, yeah, my dad blacked out. Thank you.
If you were in charge of the turkey this year, you might have gone badly wrong. Now, how do you avoid having a disappointing turkey? We will discuss that in just a little bit. Also, if you are getting ready to pound somebody's face into hamburger so you can get the exact right Tickle Me Elmo for your kid, you could use some spending cash, right? Ultimate holiday shopping spree courtesy of Real Radio 104.1. We've teamed up with Central Florida Mazda dealers to give you $2,000 in cash. You can get yourself entered to win up at realradio.fm.
Let's start the show.
Today in the show, me and Funkhouser show up to work on Turkey Day. Plus, we continue the ongoing debate about whether tofurkey is a viable holiday option. Jesse Hughes, lead singer of Eagles of Death Metal, talks about how his leather jacket saved a kid's life in Paris. We discuss the origins of green bean casserole and which presidential candidate is a frontrunner to be Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Plus, Funkhouser considers repurposing vegan holiday food as a doorstop.
Where the left and right come together for fundamental truths. AD on the radio.
Every day you're going and working, running that rat race and that pace and that place will leave a bad taste for anyone, everyone working day after day. So buddy, I gotta say, for you, there's gotta be a better way, yeah. And you do what they told ya, company man, bullet, a mindless little soldier. How can you live like that and maintain your composure before it's begun? Your life's already freaking over, yeah. I do what I want.
Funkhouser, are you telling me that in all of creation, and I struggle with this every single year, but are you telling me that in all of creation there's really no Thanksgiving music? Like, is there any music that we can play that's appropriate for Thanksgiving?
There's one song that they're probably going to play later on all the stations, you know? It's a 19-minute song from the 60s. That's
Which one?
About it. I'm not counting Adam Sandler, so don't even ask. But, you know, the Arlo Guthrie, Alice's Restaurant, you know? Yeah, all right. Alice's Restaurant, you know? That's
Had another Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat. Yeah, went down, sat that thing?
Yeah.
You can't get anything. Play that a little.
Well, all right. I got to get it. Hold on. You talk amongst yourselves there while I pull up the song. Yeah, all right. So, all right. Here we go with the song. Yeah, all right. Yeah, there it is, man. Alice's Restaurant. That's good.
Arlo Guthrie, the son of Woody Guthrie, the guy that wrote This Land Is Your Land, This Land Is My Land. One of the first sort of like political activists through music. Interesting.
Yeah,
Was he his son or is his grandson?
I don't know. He sings just like the black side of my family.
What, the black side of your family?
Yeah. We all have that accent.
The song's called Alice's Restaurant.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
You have a side of your family that's black?
Oh, no, my last name used to be Black until it was Funkhouser, yeah. And I'm half adopted, all right, yeah. But
I'd like to rewind and take the surprise out of my voice that came across as being racist. It's not. It's just like you are the whitest person I've ever met. Like, I'm really white, you're whiter than me. So, that was just like, oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it was kind of it could have been uncomfortable when the Funkhousers, when we got together, they were like, do you want to invite the blacks this year, or should we? Of course Grandpa can come. Come on.
Just a half a mile from the railroad track, and you can get anything you want.
And this song's like 20 minutes long, right?
Yeah.
Now it all started 2 Thanksgivings ago. It was 2 years ago on Thanksgiving when my friend and I went up to visit Alice at the restaurant. But Alice doesn't live in the restaurant. She lives in the church nearby the restaurant in the bell tower. With her husband.
So wait, hold on.
This is what my holidays sound like right there. Yeah.
This is what your holidays sound like?
Everybody's talking, though, at the same time about things.
What the hell is... What accent is that? Isn't your family all from California?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It might be Oklahoma. A little bit of Oklahoma there. They say,
Weird sort of like
washing machine.
Washing your hands?
Yeah.
The people that I knew that said wash your hands tended to be from Baltimore. I don't know why. It's a weird thing.
Yeah. Huh. Who's gonna cook the cookies this weekend? I think it's gonna be me. I may be Aunt Rhonda, man.
All right, you can turn this off.
Okay. I'm sure everyone's heard that song at least twice today.
Yeah, I forgot that was a Thanksgiving song. How does the story go? Like, doesn't he go to jail or something like that?
It's been at least a year since I heard that song, and I don't know exactly how it goes down there, but I'm sure if
we didn't feel like working today, we could just...
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, something happened on Thanksgiving there, but they just...
Okay, all right, that's enough. I don't know what it is, but the accent is making me want to commit homicides. Hit the news bed, Funkhouser. Let's go over the events of today in our segment, My Witness News. In no way, shape, or form fair. Certainly not balanced. Hey!
What?
Yeah. If you were in charge of the turkey this year... and you got it badly wrong, this can help you out next time Turkey Day comes around. Maybe at Christmas time if you're cooking a turkey. And if you weren't the person responsible for the turkey, then you can use this information to annoy the person who was by second-guessing everything that they did. And this is why it wasn't good. Here are the mistakes that people tend to make with their Thanksgiving turkey. Not thawing it out soon enough, Funkhouser. Yeah.
Aww.
See, a 12 to 16-pound turkey takes 4 days, 4 days to thaw in the fridge, meaning you should have moved it out from the freezer earlier in the week, like a long time ago. And if it's bigger than that, it could take 5 days. Smaller, 2 or 3. Yeah. If you forgot, you can thaw it in cold water, which takes like 30 minutes a pound. So for a 16-pound turkey, that's like 8 freaking hours. Don't brine a turkey that's already been brined. If the label says 8% water, salt, and spices, don't need to brine it. How else can you fail at Thanksgiving? We'll go over that in just a little bit.
Tell me, do you remember all the lying to your friends? Like when you stole my guitar and you sold it, so you keep.
Like most kids from a privileged white upper-middle-class suburban background, for a significant portion of his childhood, he was pretty convinced he was down. AD on the radio.
Yeah, oh, let's go. Talking that mess, better act like you know. Oh, let's go tonight. Walk away, punk, yeah, bitch. That's right, I know this. You're nothing but a
if you had a wildly disappointing Thanksgiving dinner because the turkey was crap turkey, that puts you in one of two positions. One, you're the person that made the crap turkey and you're looking to not screw up future turkeys. Two, you're the person that had to eat the crap turkey and you want to make fun of the person who cooked the crap turkey and be like, okay, I know where you went wrong. Either way, it's useful to know these mistakes people have made with their Thanksgiving turkeys. Not thawing them out soon enough. That's a big deal. Like a 12 to 16 pound turkey takes 4 days to thaw in the fridge. You can hit the news bed, Funkhouser. This qualifies as news today. If you forget, you can thaw it in cold water. Takes 30 minutes a pound. 16-pound turkey, that's like 8 hours in the sink. So, yeah, you don't want to leave this up to chance. Don't brine a turkey that's already been brined. It'll be overly salty and disgusting and probably get dried out. Check the label. If it says something like 8% water, salt, and spices, you don't need to brine it. Don't keep it in the fridge till you're ready to put it in the oven. You should let it sit in the pan at room temperature for about an hour before you cook it. That'll help it cook evenly.
Have some conversations. Do a rough draft of what you're going to ask, your crazy brothers and sisters at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like if you put the
quality time with the turkey.
It's going to spend some quality time with the turkey. Not only will it let you get to know the turkey a little bit, but also it'll let it cook evenly, and that way you don't, as you carve into it, go, ooh, this part looks really good, but this part looks like salmonella waiting to happen. So you got to let it be at room temperature for an hour before you put it in the oven. Turning down the oven when the skin browns too quickly, that's a bad move. Once it's in there, you don't mess with the temperature too much. And you can keep the skin from burning by putting aluminum foil over it. Now,
and on your head, too, right before you start cooking.
Tinfoil hat. Mm-hmm. This is controversial. A lot of people feel strongly about basting it while it's in the oven. Some people swear by it, but you lose heat every single time that you open the door, so it takes longer to cook. Plus, drowning it in the liquid at the bottom of the pan can actually make the skin soggy and dry the meat out. Big mistake a lot of people use, they try and eyeball the situation. They don't use a meat thermometer. A lot of turkeys come with that little red thing that pops up when it's quote-unquote done. Not accurate, not scientific. If it came for free, no. Don't mess with that. Get yourself a meat thermometer. I swear by it.
If you need help finding a meat thermometer, you can ask us on Twitter.
Those things aren't accurate, the things that pop for free. A lot of them don't pop until it hits 180 degrees, which is too hot. Perfect temperature is really like 160 or 165. Carving the turkey as soon as it's out of the oven is a big mistake. You should actually wait 15 minutes so the juices have time to soak back into the meat.
Oh, yeah.
And the other thing you don't want to do, you don't want to carve the entire turkey at once. It's fine if you're going to eat it all on Thanksgiving, but if you're saving leftovers, they're going to dry out in the fridge, so it's better to cut off one of the legs and breasts, put them in the refrigerator whole, and then just cut off slices whenever you want them. And that's how to not screw up Thanksgiving again. All right, then, Funkhouser. Let's go over, let's do some Thanksgiving news, shall we?
All right. 8 in 10 people say the best thing about hosting Thanksgiving is having leftovers.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Unless those leftovers are tofurkey.
Hey.
You want a nice, moist tofurkey sandwich the next couple of days?
Doubles as a pillow.
Doubles as a doorstop. Mm-hmm. Most people think that the best thing about hosting Thanksgiving is having leftovers. Personally, I'm one of those. If I host Thanksgiving, the value in it for me is that it's one more thing I can hold over the heads of those ungrateful morons for yet another year. It's good stuff. It's the emotional upper hand that you get over your family members that I appreciate. What else?
Today, here's breaking news. Today is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, or as it's known in a lot of people's houses, hey, let's get blackout drunk before my mother-in-law can remind everyone what a huge disappointment I am day. What family tension around your Thanksgiving table?
Yeah. Not that I can say on the air.
No, trust me. One thing I've learned about being a broadcaster and having family, none of them listen.
I'm just talking for reasons that'll get us in trouble. I can't bring up those heated political discussions.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's just say the half of the Funkhousers are split. The other half are also split.
Today is a day to gather with family and friends, give thanks. Mostly thanks that you don't have to spend the other 364 days of the year with them. Go on.
Green bean casserole was invented by a Campbell's Soup employee back in 1955.
Do you like the green bean casserole?
Mm-hmm. I guess. I could do without the onion. I'm not an onion guy.
Yeah. It was invented, but it's one of those things where it's kind of become a tradition. Can you imagine being that Campbell Soup employee in 1955 that kind of creates a Thanksgiving classic? That's cool, like they invented something and it actually caught on. That's really cool. Campbell Soup employee invented it in 1955. That face where I pretend that it's delicious even though every bite makes me gag, that's all my own.
The hot thing this year is Brussels sprouts. Everybody's doing that.
Oh, my God. They smell like a fart even before they make you fart. Like, they come out of I swear, whenever Brussels sprouts are being cooked, I'm like, is the sewer system backed up around here? What's going on? Like, Brussels sprouts smell like a fart. There's no two ways about it. I had Brussels sprouts on some food a little while ago, and...
on some food? Like,
no.
Sprinkled on top of your turkey?
No, it wasn't Thanksgiving. I went to this restaurant that a buddy of mine cooked at, and he was like, hey, here's this thing with Brussels sprouts. And I was like, I hate Brussels sprouts. Nothing personal against you. He's like, no, this is different. What we do is we just slice off little slivers and their little flavor accents. You don't actually, it's not like eating Brussels sprouts. Sorry, I'm actually getting agina. I'm actually sort of getting digestive problems just thinking about Brussels sprouts. And he was like, it's just little bits and he served this meal, which was good. It was like this pasta thing, and it was delicious. And then it had little slivers of Brussels sprouts in it. And he was like, see, the Brussels sprouts are good. You don't even really notice them. I was like, yeah, so why bother having them? Like, here's these things that taste awful. If we put one or two of them in and cut them up really freaking small, you don't notice that they're god-awful and smell like a fart. Why not just not have the food that smells like a fart on top of your other food, and then you'll be good to go? Brussels sprouts are not delicious. That whole thing where they're catching on and becoming sort of like a trendy food, you're wrong. It's like one of those bands, one of those hipster bands that nobody really likes, but somebody says it's cool. Someone over at Pitchfork wrote a review because, their boyfriend is a bass player or something like that, and now there's roomfuls of people watching this band that they've been told to think is cool, and everyone's in there going, well, really cool people are in here.
Did you just equate Mumford and Sons to Brussels sprouts? Is that what just happened?
Take your pick. Any of the vast majority of bands that were discovered on Pitchfork over the last 5 years fall into this category where it's a bunch of hipsters in a room going, God, this sucks, but lots of really cool people seem to be into it. I'm going to pretend to be into it. Brussels sprouts are the hipster band of the culinary world, and I'm not going to fall for it. I didn't fall for the bands, and I'm not going to fall for the disgusting vegetable. Thank you.
Unless it's covered in olive oil.
Go on.
Roast. A Michigan restaurant will offer free meals to lonely people on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
In Michigan.
Yeah, thank God I wasn't in that situation this year. Being in Michigan. Continue.
Former TSA agent advises travelers not to wear cargo pants to the airport.
Yep. Don't wear cargo pants to the airport. Not because they're more likely to get you searched, but because it's not 2002.
Yeah, come on, Fred Durst. Get with the program.
I wear cargo shorts every single day that I'm alive. They're just so comfortable.
Well, you're in sunny San Diego. You can wear that.
Yeah, and when I'm not in sunny San Diego, I'm in really, really hot Houston. So
and it floods there, so shorts are a win. Right?
Shorts are a win, and the bagginess that I feel. Like, there's this hipster propensity to wear skin-tight shorts, like cut off your skinny jeans, and you know what that doesn't do? Doesn't allow the huevos to breathe. And my huevos... Huevi? What's a plural of huevos?
I think they're both acceptable.
The tackleberries.
Your Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, my Brussels sprouts. Yeah, when at all possible, I would prefer not to make soup around my Brussels sprouts. I don't need any gravy going on south of the equator. So, that said, I wear the airy and baggy cargo shorts on a regular basis. And, yeah. If that makes me uncool, well, fine. But the boys are fresh and remain fresh and retain freshness. See, if you wear the tight shorts, if you wear the hipster cut off skinny jeans, I gave that a go once. If you wear those, then when you gold bond up the nuggets to keep them all fresh and lovely, that turns into a paste, and you don't want that turning into a paste. Trust me on this one. So I'm going to continue wearing my baggy cargo shorts like it is 2002. What else?
The average family will spend $576 on holiday gifts this year. I'm not average.
Well, you're not average?
No.
Well, that's a family. You're an individual, so I don't know.
Nope.
Well, there you go. Average family spending close to $600 on holiday gifts this year. So, you know what that means? The war on Christmas failed, Starbucks. Ha ha! Go on.
In a new poll, 49% of Americans say they believe racism is a big problem.
Yeah. 49% of Americans say they believe racism is a big problem. The other 51% evidently never had Thanksgiving dinner with my uncle. Go on.
E. coli cases in 7 states are linked to a chicken salad from Costco.
Which is great news for people who like to get their E. coli in bulk.
I get the E. coli free samples every Thursday.
Are you Costco membership?
No.
I remember you said that you stayed together in a relationship with a girl longer than you should have because she had a Costco card.
Oh, those were the days. I miss those days. Getting deodorant in bulk, 12 of them.
Every guy that's ever had a Costco card, every single guy or every guy in a new relationship that's ever had a Costco card has had this experience where they go in and they buy condoms from Costco. And, they stay for, the condoms last for a really long time. But when you go in and you purchase the Costco size amount of condoms, even though you know it's not the case, even though you know it's the only sort of like variety that you can buy them in, the massive variety, even though you know it is no reflection on your sexual capabilities or your sexual history or the sexual proclivities that are to come over the next 6 months to a year, it doesn't change the fact that when you purchase that, you feel one of two ways. You either feel silly and sheepish, or you feel like the bastard child of Errol Flynn and Wilt Chamberlain, and you are just like, I am a master swordsman. All of these will be used in the next 6 months because
it seems to me like wishful thinking, if you ask me, man. You just get it all in one place, and I don't know. Anyway.
What the hell was that?
It was
was that
our logo.
Alice's restaurant?
Yeah, impersonation. Okay. It just happens on Today.
Oh, gotcha. Go on. What else?
Bernie Sanders is leading Time Magazine's Person of the Year poll.
Credit where credit is due. Bernie Sanders has managed to shake things up a little bit. And I think it's an indicator of where we are as a people here in America. That a guy like this is even in the running. Because, I mean, look at the front runners. As you get ready to pull the lever for democracy in 2016, look at the front runners in this situation. Donald Trump, Carly Fiorina, Ben Carson on the right. And on the left, I mean, there's Hillary. That was the obvious one. But Bernie Sanders. You have a bunch of people that are not career politicians on the right. You got a real estate mogul, you got a retired doctor, and you got a woman that ran a photocopying company. And then on the left...
I did a lot more than that.
Well, on the left, you got a guy like Bernie Sanders, who uses the words democratic socialism with alarming regularity. Now, without even getting into the vagaries of what democratic socialism is all about with Bernie Sanders' definition, just the fact that you could be in a presidential race and use the word socialism in America and not have people go, no way, are you freaking kidding me, is just a sign of where we're at in America, that we desperately feel that we want change. Wherever it comes from, we'll be happy to take it, whether it comes from a billionaire wackadoo real estate mogul or a guy that actively uses the word socialism as part of his political campaign. It shows that we are sick of the status quo and need change.
Now, more AD on the radio.
You can hit the news bed, Funkhouser. Let's roll through what remains of the news. And then I found it being the joyous freaking Yuletide season now that Thanksgiving is over. And by the way, here's my rule on Christmas music.
Oh. I like Christmas music rules.
I only like Christmas music the week of Christmas.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I like Christmas music the week of Christmas. There's nothing that's going to make me... Well, okay. It's a sliding scale. I like Christmas music the week of Christmas. Throughout the month of December, it's just a painful thorn in my side reminder of everything that I've got to do to get out of the office by the time the Christmas holiday rolls around. Like, that's a big deal. Like, it's just this, you've got all this to do. You've got all these reports to file. You're not going to do it in time. Everybody else is already in the holiday spirit, and you're miserable because you're buried under 6 months' worth of work that you're supposed to finish in a week and a half. No, Funkhead, no. Oh, God.
Excuse me.
So, like, that's my attitude toward Christmas music. Outside of the week of Christmas, nothing's going to make me Grinch out faster. But I understand a lot of people like to get into the Christmas spirit early, and I don't want to be a total and utter. I don't want to be a total and utter Scrooge in this situation. So I can accept it during the month of December. But this whole thing of playing Christmas music starting Thanksgiving Day, no, not while it's still November. Not allowed. Not in my house. Smack that down. Anyways, Bernie Sanders, as we were saying before, Bernie Sanders leading the Time Magazine Person of the Year poll, which makes sense because no one under the age of 60 still reads magazines. What else is going on?
I'm in the published print. Georgia man.
That's my impersonation of Bernie Sanders. It's kind of like Krusty the Clown. Hillary's too close to Wall Street. Gone.
A Georgia man stole a beer truck and then broke his leg after he ran over himself while trying to evade cops.
Yeah. It's a holiday season. This sort of thing can be expected now. He stole a beer truck, then broke his leg after he ran over himself while trying to evade cops. I think you can charge him with grand theft, attempted manslaughter, and one count of acting like he might be from Florida. Sorry.
You got it this time.
Sorry, people listening on Real Radio 104.1. The one thing I've noticed about the people that listen on Real Radio 104.1 in Orlando is, man, those are some passionate, smart, informed people that add so much to the conversation we have around here. Just very, very intelligent, engaged bunch of people listening to the show, and we are privileged to be broadcasting to them. The other thing I've noticed about them is they seem to be acutely aware of Florida's reputation and acutely aware of why it happens. Like, I don't get the sense that it happens in Orlando. Orlando seems to be a haven for sanity within Florida. But I get the sense that people in Orlando are making fun of some of the Florida-esque things that happen outside of Orlando on a regular basis. So I don't think the jokes are totally lost on them. We'll find out in a second based on the amount of hate mail we get for that one.
To Twitter.
To Twitter, what else?
New letters reveal John F. Kennedy had an affair with a Swedish woman.
Whoa. I sure hope this news doesn't tarnish the image of JFK as the single most devoted family man ever. All right, couple more pieces of news, and then we'll talk about this list of the craziest things that have ever been said to mall Santas. Go on.
President Obama? Look. President Obama appears on the new Coldplay album.
Yeah. Obama's on the new Coldplay album. Man... If you were looking for a sign that he's completely checked out of the idea of being leader of the free world, there you go. A lot of people didn't...
Dropping a CD? Oh, you're picking up at Target?
A lot of people didn't want Obama to appear on the new Coldplay album, especially the half of him that was black. Don No Soul Simmons. Go on.
Adele, Jennifer Lawrence, and Emma Stone went out to dinner together the other night.
Yeah, I don't know who paid, but if they, but if they split the bill 3 ways, Jennifer and Emma got screwed. All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's do. There's one interesting piece of news on the Rolling Stones. Let's talk about the Rolling Stones. when we're done.
The Rolling Stones plan to return to the studio next month.
Yep, Rolling Stones not done making music, not done being creative. The Rolling Stones plan to hit the studio next month and make a new album. To which Death, the grim specter of it, responded, "Challenge accepted." All right. Okay. So, kids tend to be remarkably honest with Santa Claus. Mall Santas that they believe to be the real Santa Claus. Why? Because kids are dumb. No, it's just that beautiful innocence that kids have, especially when you put them in a situation with Santa Claus. And there was a list that was published a little while ago where mall Santas shared the funniest things they heard from kids. Now, all right, you can play a little holiday music, Funkhouser. Let's do some Christmas music.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Just keep it low, and I'm less likely to stab someone as a result.
Okay. Here it comes. Mm-hmm. Silent Night, ladies and gentlemen.
Lower. Lower. A little lower.
You can't even hear it now.
There you go. Yeah, that's good. Anyways, so yeah, these are the 5 funniest things mall Santas heard from kids. A young boy, probably 8, said he wanted the panties of the cute girl next door. I really didn't know how to respond. All right, you can turn the cats up.
Well, we gotta do this. More next.
What are the other ones? One wanted a ShamWow. He was 4 years old. But that's not the most surprising one. The kid that wanted the panties of the girl next door. It gets worse.
Yeah.
Now, someone who everybody wants to punch in the face. AD on the radio.
All right. If you're just joining us, we were talking about the 5 funniest things mall Santas have ever heard from a kid. You can get more Christmas music. Not this Christmas music.
Okay.
I can't.
What do you want there?
No dogs barking. Just something appropriate. Something holly and or jolly.
Okay. How about this one?
Maybe Kenny G murders the Christmas classics. I don't know. There you go.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
All right. So the 5 funniest things mall Santas have heard from a kid. Kids are, as you and I were discussing earlier, remarkably honest with mall Santas. And because they are so honest, they tend to break off some interesting pieces of knowledge while sitting on Santa's lap. There's a list that's been published of the 5 craziest things mall Santas have ever heard from kids. A young boy, and this is a direct quote, a young boy, probably 8, said he wanted the panties of the cute girl next door. I really didn't know how to respond. He wanted a ShamWow. He was 4 years old.
I want a ShamWow.
Yeah, I kind of understand that one. Another mall Santa has said, and I quote, I want that real marijuana, not that fake S-word. He was 5.
Knows what he wants.
Yeah. And one mall Santa said she was probably like 6. She was telling me adventures about fighting battles to save a prince stuck in a castle, her race with Usain Bolt, and how he beat her by a hair, and then how she outswam Michael Phelps to avoid being eaten by Jaws. Then she told me she wanted a big glass of milk. But in at number 1, milk. In at number 1, I asked what she wants for Christmas, and she said, I want to pee. But the parents insisted that the kid choose something. And I sit there awkwardly. She's crying. They're insisting. And then my lap gets warm.
Oh. She got what she wanted.
Yeah. What does it pay to be a mall Santa?
Not enough.
Guessing it's not good.
Wonder if it's a union job.
Really? No.
I don't know. I wonder.
The Union of Santa Claus?
I want to go to that meeting.
There are interesting people that dress up to be Santa Claus, and I used to think that anybody that dressed up as Santa Claus had made some poor decisions in life, or was just kind of weird, little creepy. There's just I never got the whole motivation behind being a mall Santa. And then there's this one guy that our company hired every single year to be the Santa Claus for our holiday party. And the dude genuinely looked like Santa and genuinely seemed to get a kick out of the happiness that he brought people when he showed up. And it really looked like Santa's here. Like this guy, man, dead ringer for Santa Claus. Dead ringer for Santa Claus. Snow white beard, jolly old elf. Just everything that you want. All right, jolly old elf. And he just brings so much happiness to people when he walks in as Santa, because there's something about it that doesn't matter how old you are. When Santa gets here, Santa's here. Oh my God. It just like connects with this part of you that never quite managed to grow up, and it's wonderful and it's awesome and it's super cool. But I always thought that you had to be a person that made some hideously poor decisions in life to be a mall Santa. But my vision of that all changed when I spoke to this one mall Santa. I was like, you really do bring happiness to a lot of people. You really do bring happiness to a lot of people. He was like, yeah, I do. It's great. I love being Santa. It's super awesome. I like doing it at these adult parties. Really, you bring so much joy to kids, though, and that's really, really cool. And I was like, so you prefer the kids? You prefer the kids when you're going to go be Santa? He was like, yeah, absolutely. He was like, although, like, coming and doing these office party versions of Santa, they're good too. I was like, why? He was like, well, I get to get drunk out of my mind, and half the chicks in your sales department have sat on my lap, and they're real pieces of ass, let me tell you. He was like, that makes the candy cane in my life. Very happy. His words, not mine. And it made me think. I was like, on the one hand, here's a guy that gets tremendous joy out of making kids happy at Christmas time, and he's also human enough to be like, yeah, tons of smoking hot chicks in your sales department just sat on my lap, and I got Santa chub because
Santa
of it.
would sure like to hit that.
Oh, what's coming down your chimney this Christmas Eve? Okay. Can we say that?
Sure.
Sure.
It's the holiday season.
Yeah, I'll hang your stockings with care around my ears. Come on.
You should probably stop there.
Okay. Well, if you're looking for... Unfortunately, we're not stopping here because we're going to talk about Golden Girls underwear.
Oh. You mean like the TV show?
Yeah, Golden Girls themed underwear. I will say this though. There's no. Are you a really social person, Funkhouser? You're not. You don't go hang out with the people from the office, do you?
No.
See, me
these
either.
people?
No. See, I just enjoy, it's a weird thing. I love mankind. I love humanity. I just hate people. I'm convinced that the world is filled with good, decent people who I love. I've never met them, but I love them. And I know that this must be true because the concentration of people that I can't stand seems to be gathered around me at all times during my professional life. But here's the thing. During the joyous freaking Yuletide season, when you got holiday parties, there's nothing you can do to avoid hanging out with people that bother you, as evidenced by Sebastian Maniscalco.
I kind of grew up with like a list of rules to kind of live by. My parents kind of gave me a book on how to live. And apparently nobody got the book. Went to Starbucks. Everything, that's all I do is I watch people and I get upset. I can't take it. And at the Starbucks, this woman ordered a scone, a muffin, I don't know what the hell it was. But they gave it to her in a brown bag. And then she was eating it. She was like fingering the muffin out of the bag. Take it out of the bag! Get a plate, what the? What are you eating crumbs?
Other people are hell. Some French philosopher, whose name I can't currently remember. You know, it would have made me sound a lot smarter if I could remember who said it when I was quoting someone. Anyways, whatever the case may be. You know how you said we should stop there? No. Here's the line. Here's us crossing it. Somebody is selling Golden Girls women's underwear.
Yeah. Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah. Now, if you're looking for something that's just right for that special lady on your Christmas list, this could be perfect. There's an Etsy shop that's selling granny underwear with photos of the Golden Girls on the front. They each have one. The ones with Dorothy's face on the front are low-rise underwear. Sophia's are high-waisted. You know, she's the oldest one of the bunch. She's got to have the highest-waisted underwear. Rose. Roses are sheer.
Oh.
Do you know what have a guess. What do you think the defining characteristic of Blanche from the Golden Girls themed underwear is that you can buy from this Etsy shop?
Maybe they don't exist. That would be wonderful.
Oh, very good. No, even better than that.
Yeah.
Blanches are crotchless.
Yeah.
They're not cheap. They range in price from $38 to $52 each, and they're available as a 4-pack for $160. What kind of person spends $160 on a 4-pack of Golden Girls themed underwear?
This kind of person. Yeah.
So, like, if you buy them, if you buy the 4-pack for $160, there's a slight discount from getting them individually. The Etsy shop to the internet. The Etsy shop is called Bullets and Bees, and maybe I'll throw it up on my blog up at realradio.fm or thebuzz.com or any of the station websites that carry my blog. And I'll put the direct links up to the Dorothy, Sophia, and Blanche ones. The Rose ones, though, and this is a real testament to the smoking hot piece of senior citizen ass that is Betty White. The Rose ones are sold the hell out, but still available in the 4-pack. And for the arty women on your list, there's also a pair with legendary painter Bob Ross on the front.
Yes. That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Wait, Bob or the painting? Or both?
No. The legendary painter Bob Ross is on the front of a pair of women's panties.
The guy's got a fro, doesn't he?
He does have a fro. Feel free to make your own.
Just cover it up with a bird. That's fine.
Feel free to make your own highly obvious happy little tree.
Just turn that into a cloud. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Just turn that into a cloud. It'll be fine. Hey, this was freaking crazy. Did you see this? You know how in Paris at Bataclan, the show. Boy, this changed the holly and jolly tone. It's just fascinating stuff. The show at Bataclan that was shot up by crazy terrorists in Paris a little while ago. Absolute tragedy. The show by Eagles of Death Metal was, well, it's something that's going to go down in, it already has gone down in history, but it's especially going to go down in the personal history of the guys in Eagles of Death Metal. Humongous human cost and absolute tragedy. Just the worst side of human nature revealing itself. And a harrowing experience for anybody that managed to survive. Eagles of Death Metal singer Jesse Hughes said his leather jacket saved a kid when terrorists stormed their concert in Paris. He said, quote, "Several people hid in our dressing room, and the killers who were able to get in killed every one of them, except for a kid who was hiding under my leather jacket. People were playing dead, and they were so scared." A great reason why so many were killed, according to Jesse Hughes, is because they wouldn't leave their friends. It's part of a video, an interview he did with the folks over at Vice Magazine, who one day will give me and Funkhouser a job, because they're great at really getting to the heart of the matter on a lot of really, really important stuff. But why do I bring this up toward the end of a show that's supposed to be holly and or jolly? Because we're here. You, me, Funkhouser, we're here. We are here, and hopefully you've gotten some time to spend over this day and the next day and over the weekend with the people that matter to you the most. Look, I know you work really, really hard. You grind away every single day to give the best that you can to the people that matter the most in your life. And the people that matter the most in your life, a lot of the time, the very best that you can give them is yourself. A lot of people all excited to door bust Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. Because why? Because a lot of the time the appeal of that sort of thing is it's a chance to make what is in your wallet closer to equal to what is in your heart. And that's great and that's admirable. But please do me a favor. If you have people you love in this world, and I know that you do, I really hope you take a moment to enjoy the fact that you are here. You are with them. And if you're not with them, look, hey, give them a call. Drop them a line. Reach out to the people that matter the most. It's all that really matters. It's all that we've really got in this world. And we've got you. And I want to thank you so much for being part of our radio family. This Thanksgiving, like every Thanksgiving and every single day of the year, I'm thankful for you. God bless.